Before we get into the video, I thought I'd let you guys know that as I was uploading it, it got not one, but 2 copyright claims from Activision. Which, thanks guys, great gift you sent me. I'll just be over here dealing with that for the next month. Other than that, I hope you guys like the video. I can't really think of many people today who would say they like Activision. I know a lot of fans of Call of Duty, especially the zombies game modes, but almost never have I heard anyone praise Activision, and there's a very good reason for that. You see, Activision sucks. I've always known even as a kid that they were not a good company, releasing the same games over and over, trying to shove pre-orders and season passes more than anybody, and withholding in-game content for those who paid the most, even if the content locked away was pay to win, but this was just who they were. As time went on and more consumers started catching on, Activision started receiving well-deserved backlash, which could make anyone step off their pedestal. Any company who cares even the slightest about their consumers knows when to quit, and especially when to kiss the people's butt cheeks. So, what did Activision do? Nothing. 'Cause Activision doesn't care. See, a little bit ago, Activision released Call of Duty Infinite Warfare, a game that nobody was really interested in playing nor getting. Of course, there's a market for Call of Duty games. They're the game you pick up because your friends wanted to play zombies with you, but this was different. Activision had an idea, and calling this idea anti-consumer would be like calling Assassin's Creed Unity just a smidge glitchy. Activision remastered Call of Duty Modern Warfare to sell alongside Infinite Warfare. The idea was simple. Try to entice the gamer with a bit of nostalgia. I mean, even people who hate Call of Duty can admit how good Modern Warfare was, and rightly so. The catch, however, was that you absolutely had to buy both games to get the one you wanted. To do this, you had to purchase one of Activision's bundles. The first one being Infinite Warfare Legacy Edition, which gave you Infinite Warfare, as well as Modern Warfare Remastered. $80. The Digital Deluxe Edition, which gave you Infinite Warfare, Modern Warfare Remastered, and a Season Pass for Infinite Warfare. $100, and then there was the Legacy Pro Edition, which gave you Infinite Warfare, Modern Warfare Remaster, a collectible steelbook, the game's soundtrack, and additional digital content. This was $120. Well, Barry, hang on. Only a few months later, Activision removed the leash. You can just buy the remastered Modern Warfare now. That's good, right? I mean, it seems good. You're right, this does seem good. But things are not always as they seem. Remember when I spoke of anti-consumerism? See, I wasn't talking about the games being latched together. Let's get into it. So, like you said, after a few months, our beloved remastered game was set free. Set free for $40, that is. Now that shouldn't bother you too badly. I mean, Skyrim Special Edition is $40, unless you had the original Skyrim, in which case it's free. Oh, the remasters of all the BioShock games, those are $20 each, so if you want both of those, that's $40. Oh, yeah, except again, if you owned them before, they were free. Yeah, no such luck when working with Activision. Hell, the original Modern Warfare on Steam is still $20 to buy today. Regardless, guess what game was filled with microtransactions? That's right, the remaster. Now as you play, you can earn loot boxes and crate drops, which you can pay for to unlock. Oh, but Barry, you can earn points in the game to open them for free, and Barry, they're purely cosmetic, they don't change the game. Look, I'm done with that too, but I'll save that for another video. The fact that there are microtransactions in a remaster at all is atrocious, and regardless as to whether it changes the game or not, cosmetic microtransactions are a scam. A scam that we let in and defended for these companies to continue to milk us dry. Barry, you have to remember that these companies don't make enough money. They're drowning. I mean, they tell us this all the time. That's why they put microtransactions in. They need them. All they have is game sales. Really? Game sales, huh? You forget to mention expensive collector's editions, multiple deluxe editions and season passes, downloadable content, expansion packs, company advertisement, in-game sponsorships, real-world merchandise, and microtransactions in games that they charge over $60 for. And that $60 is just for the base game. These companies are not poor, and these publishers sure as hell aren't either. This would be equally as funny as gas companies coming out and saying, "We're poor and we need more money. That's why we put 30% more water in your gas than actual gas." Oh, shut up. You want my money and you'll do anything to get it. But like I said before, when talking about anti-consumerism, this still is not the worst part. The original Modern Warfare had a DLC map pack called the Variety Map Pack that came out a year after it released. This map pack sold for $10 and did what a map pack does. End of story. The remastered Modern Warfare did not come with this map pack, which seemed odd but wasn't all bad until a few months after its release. Guess what showed up as DLC? That's right, Content that was in the original game as DLC was making a comeback as DLC once again. And not only that, but this DLC was $15. $5 more expensive than it was the first time it released with the original game. Coolest thing about this was that Infinite Warfare bundle you bought. The $100 one that included the season pass? Yeah, that doesn't include that. So you have to buy this DLC again for the game that you were locked into buying to get the game you wanted. Does that make sense? Yeah, that's how they wanted it. And to top it all off, this map pack of course was also drenched in its new microtransactions filled nest as you the consumer could pre-order this 9-year-old DLC. Welcome to Activision. Welcome to hell. I think one of the biggest problems with this is, as a gamer and a consumer, I see my fellow consumers lapping this up without a thought. I'm sure you've heard about social conditioning. It's the training of individuals gradually over time to accept things as they are, to become the new norm. We saw this happen with microtransactions themselves. I remember saying that I would never buy a game with microtransactions in it, and as I bought games, they were shoehorned in weeks after my purchase, when there was nothing I could do about it. Eventually, most of us just got used to their existence in our games to the point we defend them when bad people like me narc on their awful existence, and I'm becoming the minority. Companies like Activision take bigger steps, but are widely known as awful, so what do they have to lose to move the industry further, crushing the consumer with each step? I like to think that things could get better. I love envisioning a world where these companies can understand that they have enough money. But nobody can be complacent, can they? Gotta fight for more. I don't have enough ever, even though my series makes millions simply by existing. Don't give the people anything new, and make sure you toss in anything you can for that little chance of more money that can potentially drain from the pockets of your loyal fans. And let me tell you something right now, you money-hungry cows. If I owned that company, that wouldn't be my Activision. God, I forgot how much I love making these.